What's up, guys? Sound Alchemist here, right next to
Gersh1.
and we're back at it, answering your questions in another episode of For the Greater.
This special question was brought to you guys by Torlandis. He asks, could the Imperium create some more Primarchs? After all, the equipment the Emperor used should still be there, and if you were to somehow be able to convince the Custodes to collect some more Emperor DNA, it would be possible, right? And then he says, and yes, I am aware that the Lord of Terra would never actually do it unless you could control this new superpower. But I'm more thinking, can it be done at all? So let's get into the basics of, can we create more Primarchs? Can the Imperium create more Primarchs? And the answer is no. Not because the Lords of Terra wouldn't allow it, because they wouldn't allow it, but because during the whole Horus Heresy, when Magnus the Red came in what is it, in astral form?
Astral form.
Just like the Doctor Strange. If you guys haven't seen that movie, watch it.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. But he came in and he crashed through the defenses of the secret bunker that the Emperor had in the Himalayan mountains. So he destroyed that. And then demons came from the warp. They destroyed a bunch of the technology that was used not only to create the webway, but also to create the Primarchs and the Thunder Warriors and all that kind of stuff. So all that information was, devastated completely during that event. And then you might say, well, didn't they back up their data somewhere? If they did back it up, during the Horus Heresy, most giant manufactorums were destroyed or taken over by Chaos. You have to remember that Chaos made it to the gates of Terra. So everything, pretty much the entire Imperium, except the Emperor's hometown, basically, was just completely devastated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's in shambles. Will we ever see another Primarch?
Probably not.
No.
I mean, unless it's the old ones returning, but a new brand spanking new one, nah, I doubt it.
Yeah, but thank you for sending that question. And I didn't put this whole disclaimer in the beginning, but for next week, please comment with question followed by the topic that you guys want us to discuss. And if you guys want us to discuss anything, just comment down below. So let's go to the next one.
This one's by All Might. He asks, what's your favorite Warhammer game type? Objectives, kill points, etc. Me personally, I like kill points. I just like going in there and killing.
Yeah, I would say kill points is pretty cool. We play it so much that I think
it gets a little repetitive and boring after a while because literally it's mindless. You just go in there and kill.
And I'm orc, so you can get a ton of points from just attacking me, and I don't really like that. But at the same time, I don't like strategic points because by the end of the game, most of my fast attack or fast units are done. They're destroyed. Let's go to another question by, Alexander Lanier. How does the Imperium deploy and retrieve Imperial Knights, Titans, and so on and so forth, on and off the planet? So they have huge ships that pick them up, carry them, and whatnot. There's actually some images that I found while I was doing the Imperial Knights lore video that show them picking up Titans and whatnot.
Now, these are some huge ass ships because you already know how big Titans are. But yeah, they're created in Forge Worlds, stuff like that.
Yeah, and then if they don't have ships, the Titan itself would be able to just suspend down into the Earth or to the planet.
Right. This one's by the Emperor's Fury. Do you guys think that some of the traitor legions regretted it, especially after Horus got killed? Yeah, definitely. It's oh, here we are, we're about to win, and now it's he lost, and they're well, shit.
There was one Primarch particularly that was really devastated for his betrayal. Was it Korax? No, not Korax, but
he was devastated for failing his legion, the Emperor, so he's basically moping around.
Who is it? Is it
Korax, the Raven Guard Primarch?
Oh, okay.
But
I thought there was a traitor that really was.
There was one. I want to say it was.
the Night Lords guy, isn't it?
Conrad Kurz?
Yeah, because from the get-go, he hated his legion because they were savages, right?
They were like murderers and prisoners, and they were just being brutal, and he didn't want that. So yeah, that's also part of the reason why he let himself get killed.
Yeah. Josh Fisher says, do you think that the Chaos God Mala will ever come back into the game? We answer this a lot, but we'll answer it again.
No.
GW, I don't think GW is gonna do that. And then lore-wise, it wouldn't really fit anymore, I think.
Right. It's like they had kept him in back then to make it make sense now, because you can't just add one and say, oh, by the way, here he is, and he's got Marines and all that stuff. This one's by Drew Hansford. Question: what's your favorite Loyalist Marine chapter, and what's your favorite Traitor chapter? But choose carefully, because the ones you choose would have to fight one another, and then who do you think would win and why?
I would choose my favorite Loyalist for right now would be Imperial Fists. Traitor would be the Alpha Legion, and I already know who would win. Alpha Legion.
Probably.
Yeah.
Seeing as how their Primarch is probably still alive, and they have two, so.
Well, one of them died.
Well, that's not 100% sure. It's implied that he's dead, but again, they were like switching minds and bodies and all that, so it's like you're not really sure who's who. But yeah, that's pretty. I'd actually see that fight. That'd be pretty cool. My favorite Traitor right now is the Thousand Suns, and the Loyalist, I don't know, because they're always changing. Damn, I don't even remember who I said last time. We'll go with the Blood Angels. Why not?
Blood Angels versus Thousand Suns would be really cool.
I'd have to say, I don't even know, because I was gonna say Thousand Suns, but they're like all like half dead automatrons or whatever. But they do have a demon Primarch, so based on that, I'm gonna go with the Thousand Suns.
If GW brings back the demon Primarchs from the,
he
would, right?
Yeah, it's confirmed that they are bringing Magnus.
I wonder if we're gonna get a Magnus data sheet.
We should, because they got a.
Well, they have a model, but I thought we'll see if it's just for the game.
Oh, right.
Next question comes. Well, this is a statement from John Howard. He says, if there is a chaos god of depression, then consider me his champion. Aw, don't be depressed, man. Also, Lehman Russ is Irish? Really, dude? Come on. Heresy. Blah. Why is being Irish bad for Lehman Russ? Explain.
It's supposed to be like Nordic or something? I don't know.
Next question.
Alright, Advo. I think he asked this before, but we'll put this in here. Is the term greenskin considered racist?
Yes, and especially in these times when like society is just all over the place and we're in huge turmoil. Don't say that. Death Dragon says, are the Loyalists of the Traitor Legion, Alpha Legion, Iron Warriors, Emperor's Children, Thousand Suns, Luna Wolves, Word Bearers, World Eaters, Night Lords, Death Guards still alive? So which ones are still alive? Let's So Angron is still alive.
Angron's alive.
Magnus the Red.
Perturabo.
Alfarius maybe, kinda.
Yeah. Fulgrim is alive. He's a demon prince. Well, no, he's alive. He's a demon prince. He's like a half snake.
Oh, yeah.
Lorgar is alive. Who are we missing? Horus is dead, obviously.
Right. So let's see. Alpha Legion, we already said. Iron Warriors, we already said. Emperor's Children.
Yeah.
Who is that? Fulgrim, right? Thousand Suns, we already said. Luna Wolves, he's dead. Word Bearers, he's alive. World Eaters, he's alive. Night Lords, he's dead.
Oh yeah.
And Death Guard, he's alive.
Yeah, Mortarion is alive, and he is a Psyker even though he hates it.
Yeah. So
was that the question?
Yeah, that was the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one's by Pyro Skies. Would Pokemon be allowed in the Imperium? If so, who would you take into battle against the traitors?
Like if real life Pokemon happened, I don't think it would be allowed. No. Or maybe. The technology for a what do you call it, a Pokeball, would be very sought after.
Right.
You could capture aliens. Like not necessarily Pokemon.
It's like, oh, there's a Tau. Ugh.
Now, if you meant the card game and like the phenomenon, no.
No, there's no Pokemon. They don't play Pokemon Go while they're in their strike cruisers.
Yeah, of course not.
But if they were allowed and we could take one into battle, who would you want on your side?
To go into against like
The Traitors Legions.
Charizard. No brainer, you can fly.
I have to go with like Mewtwo because it's like, oh, there's so many bullets coming at me. You just stop it like Neo.
That is true, yeah. Or maybe I should have chosen a legendary.
Yeah, legendaries are the way to go when you're facing war.
Mm. Next question comes from Inquisitor Arnold McBrocox.
Whoa.
Hi guys, I was wondering, can the Necrons be affected by rust? I mean, they surely didn't have enough oil to sustain all these years. P.S. You didn't answer my question, which is sad, but don't worry, I love you guys anyways. What question? We're about to answer this question.
Yeah. They don't rust because they have living metal skin. Like it's not just metal and they rust. It's literally living organisms. Kind of like us. We've got like bacteria and all that shit. So think of it that way.
But our bacteria or our cells decay. Well, they have lives. They have lifespans. Living metal does not.
This one's by Dragon Punch 903. Who is your favorite demon?
Demon.
Mine, hands down, is Be'lakor, because he's empowered by all four gods. And he tricked them to do it, so that takes skill, brain power.
That would have been mine, but now I have to choose somebody else. Angron's demon.
In the game, he's really, really good.
Yeah.
But lore-wise, he always seems to get his butt kicked. Every demon does in the lore. It's like, oh, I'm this really badass world killer. Oh no, a Grey Knight, dead.
Yeah. Next question comes from Cody Carroll. How does the Imperium stay together after all this time of war? And is the Emperor dead or alive? Keep up the great work, guys. Love the lore videos for the greater wah. So, thank you for the kind words. And how does the Imperium stay together? A totalitarian regime.
Basically, yeah, it's fear.
It's fear, yeah.
Fear keeps them together.
It's what our future will be.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you don't want to be rebels because then we're not going to give you food from our agri worlds. We're not going to sustain you guys with weapons from our manufactorums. And if you do resist, we'll just blow up your whole planet. We got more.
Yeah, basically. And is the Emperor dead or alive? He's alive, but he's dying.
Right.
It just takes a really long time to die. Kind of like in Doctor Strange. Oh, I don't want to spoil it. Never mind.
It's been out long enough. Well, just watch it. We'll talk about it maybe in the next one.
Yeah.
This one's by Jonathan Redcorn. Damn, OMS, back at it again with another great installment of For the Greater Wah!
Thank you.
Fantastic, guys. Can we get a 40 Facts videos on the flying color poster on your wall? That one?
Yeah, I could do that. Fact number 1, I got that in 4th grade.
That's been years. And it's in pristine condition.
Yep, it's been behind a picture frame. Question by Chaplain Alessius. What do you think it would take to defeat the Tyranids once the main body reaches the galaxy? That's a good question. And it's one that everybody would ask. What would take some type of biological weapon.
But they don't want to use it because it's going to strengthen Nurgle.
Yeah, but, well, yeah, you're right.
Go on, finish.
Because what I was thinking is, you know how in Mass Effect, in order to get rid of the Krogan, I think they're called Krogan,
yeah.
They created like something so that they wouldn't breed anymore. If the Imperium was able to create a weapon that they could use so that the Tyranid hive fleets couldn't expand anymore, like they would just be stopped and that's it, then yeah, that would probably solve it.
It reminds me of that one movie, Country of Men, where it's like no boys were ever born, it's just girls.
Oh really? That sounds interesting.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah.
Next question.
This one's by John Redcorn again. This one's an epic question. Who would win in an arm wrestling match between Gersh and the Sound Alchemist? Well, here's the thing.
Who's chaotically possessed?
He is not chaotically possessed, and neither am I.
Oh.
But he does go to the gym, and I go to McDonald's. So that should tell you guys.
That he would win.
Yeah. Whopper power. Oh, no, that's Burger King.
You don't even like Burger King.
I like their fries.
That's it.
That's all you need to like.
Thank you guys for sending those questions our way. Please comment down below with more questions for next week. Remember, put question followed by the topic that you guys want us to discuss. And jump on over to Patreon because we have an exclusive Patreon.
For the greater wow.
So your question might be answered there.
And as always, guys, thank you for liking, subscribing, and giving us questions to answer. As always, you know me as the Sound Alchemist, and I'm here with
Gershwan.
We are One Mind Syndicate, and we are out of here.